Arsenal face Tottenham in the season's first North London derby. Arsene Wenger's side currently sit 8th in the league, 11 points off the summit and seemingly out of the title race already. Last week's dramatic 3-3 draw with Fulham saw the Gunners throw away a 2-goal lead for the second time in 4 days. Wenger bemoaned his side's defensive lapses after the match, but can take solace in the upturn in fortunes of his misfiring strikers Lucas Podolski and Olivier Giroud.
The Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger is under huge pressure heading into the derby. Results in the key matches so far this season have not been good enough, and he faces a tough task in convincing supporters that he remains the right man to stay in charge.
Theo Walcott should be available despite pulling out of international duty in midweek, whilst Jack Wilshere returns after serving a one-match ban. Sunday's loss to Manchester City means it's 3 defeats in 4 league games for Tottenham, and a poor performance against bitter rivals Arsenal could put huge pressure on manager Andre Villas-Boas.
Well, last year we saw some really amazing scores in the Premier League. Anything can happen, and that's the reality. Hopefully it will be a good spectacle for the fans, but you know, the fans from both teams will demand very, very highly, and we hope to come up with something.
Late goals have been a real problem for AVB's men this season. They've drawn 2 and lost 2 from winning positions so far, and are longing for the return of Scott Parker and Moussa Dembele to help shore up the midfield. Jermaine Defoe missed out on a starting place against City despite a hat-trick in the Europa League. If Villas-Boas sticks with the same system, he'll again be competing with Emmanuel Adebayor for a place up front.
Well, I think you know, Arsenal at the moment have accumulated a recent amount of trophies, which is important, including you know, Premiership champions. This is a step up. This is where we want to be in the future. We are certainly getting nearer in terms of what we are doing for the club.
The game at the Emirates kicks off at 12:45 on Saturday, and you can keep up with all the action on the Goal.com live match centre.